Hello everyone and welcome along to Spa-Francorchamps to round 7 of World RX, and it's the SuperPole show where we get to see these cars as fast as they can possibly go one lap around this challenging circuit. Here we are at the bottom of Eau Rouge with sun flare between us over that new grandstand. An amazing place to be, Thomas Holman.
It really is, like, just to stand at the bottom of Eau Rouge and look up towards Rally where we have the hairpin going back down again. It is amazing. It is a dream come true just for me to be here. Second year now that I'm here, and I'm just as stoked as every time.
We had an amazing round yesterday, lots and lots of action, 2 heats, progression, semis, and then the final. Let's remind you how it went. And once again, a top step of the podium for Johan Kristoffersson. He really is the man to beat with 111 points over the 78 points of the next 3 drivers. And Thomas Holman, is it going to be much the same again today? SuperPole, the track develops, doesn't it? And especially in these cold conditions, surely he's in the best position being last on track.
Well, surely he is with the positioning he's in, but seeing the other team being as fast as they were yesterday, I really want to put my game on for Nicholas Grönholm today, because he really proved that he was fast out there. The cars, they have really put it up together now, so let's see if they can make it in the SuperPole.
And of course, the Hansens desperately need a result. We haven't seen either Hansen on the top step all year so far in their brand new electric car. So we are getting ready for action. 2 heats, a progression, a semi-finals, and then the finals at 5 o'clock local time. Let's get over to our commentary team for the day. Hal Ridge and Nick Fellows. Nick, it's conditions you're used to coming from the world of skiing, isn't it?
It looks like the winter season is upon us. It almost feels like it's about to start snowing up here in the commentary box, but we're all ready to go. This is round 7 of 11 on the FIA World Rallycross Championship standings. This is how they look after 6 rounds. Don't forget that our current leader has won 5 of those 6, and he's 33 points clear of Kevin Hansen, who is 2nd, Veiby 3rd, Timmy Hansen 4th. Then we see Grönholm, Bergström, Anderson, and René Munich. And take a look at that graphic on screen, because reverse that order, and that is the start list for our SuperPole, which is up next. It is 1 lap from a grid start against the clock, and the winner of SuperPole can then choose where they start in the first of the heats. Up first is René Munich, picking up 10 World Championship points here yesterday with his 6th position. René's story was very similar to Timmy Hansen's. He came off the worst in many of the bump and barges in the heats and the semi-finals, but there is no question that the allinkle.com team are getting this car quicker, better, prepared for each and every race. René Munich in the Ibiza, the Seat Ibiza RX1E car is getting quicker with every race. Let's watch the clock carefully.
René off the line for the first time of asking. They've only done 2 laps on this track so far today, and it's already much drier and quicker than it was in warm-up earlier on. You can see the sun beating down on the Radion corner, the hairpin that René goes through. Now, oh, he's got a lot of over-rotation done, and that's a great example of how good these electric cars are, just being able to pick the throttle up, spin all 4 of the wheels and get going again. That will do nothing now for his time. He was a 10th slower in the first sector than he had been yesterday. He's also very, very wide in the final corner. Not the best run of the weekend so far for René Munich, but he sets the benchmark for the rest to follow.
38.349 seconds, clear error from René Munich as we move on to the driver placed 7th in the current championship standings. Our only female driver, it is Clara Andersson.
Legendary track, going up a rouge, quick corners and a big jump at the end. This track is super cool.
Now, for those of you that were not with us for round 6 of the FIA World Rallycross Championship here yesterday, in quite a controversial situation in the semi-final, which was won by both of the PWR drivers, but Clara clipped one or two drivers in her quite aggressive start, and she was very disappointed. She had a frustrating day with the technical part of the car early on, then that incident in the semis. Clara needs to put that all behind her and focus on this 7th round. Remember, this is the first ever female driver to take a World Rallycross podium. She collected that in Montenegro back in September, but what was a very frustrating day. I'm sure Clara has learned a lot over this weekend, but if she can put the incident of yesterday behind her, Andersson has got some pretty serious pace in that PWR RX 1E car. For the construction equipment dealer team, Clara Andersson is up next, challenging René Munich's target time of 38.349 seconds.
Clara away from the line in the run to the first corner. This is the position she had all the troubles yesterday in the semi-finals. Up to the hairpin. She's 2 tenths quicker than René Munich in the opening sector of this very short, just over 30-second lap here at Spa-Francorchamps. Down the hill, very difficult to judge the braking there because you're through both a big compression and you're carrying a lot of momentum down the hill. Another couple of tenths quicker than Munich in the middle sector. I'm sure this will be quicker from Clara Andersson if she just keeps it neat and tidy to the line. She does that indeed. She takes 1.1 seconds off Munich in the final sector as well. A nice, neat and tidy run there from Clara Andersson.
Going to the top of the table, 36.687 is the new target time. Clara Andersson has got some pace. She's learning very quickly indeed. And as we saw in that little VT before she started, she's really enjoying racing here at Spa-Francorchamps. Let's move on to the third driver in this SuperPole. It is Gustav Bergström.
Looking forward to drive at this track because it looks awesome and see all the fans.
The second rookie to the 2022 series, just 19 years of age, with a big smile on his face after collecting his first ever career podium here yesterday. Gustav Bergström at one point in the proceedings didn't even think he was in the final until that disqualification of Clara Andersson. And Bergström took his opportunity, and I have to say, he took it in style. The first person to congratulate him was our championship leader, Johan Kristoffersson, as he's part of the Kristoffersson Motorsport team. Bergström needs to pick it up where he left off, take the confidence from yesterday's podium and see if he can get to the final for a second time of asking here today. It's the young Swedish driver Bergström next to challenge the clock. Just one lap, remember.
Clara Andersson's time in the previous lap would have been good enough for second overall in SuperPole yesterday behind Johan Kristoffersson. Let's see what the other rookie of the 2022 season, Gustav Bergström, can do. Now he's got that podium under his belt, pretty much matches Clara in the opening sector. Very close, you can see there on the graphic in the times. Gets into the brake with the left foot, coming down the hill. Not too much rotation in the Volkswagen RX1E. He's a 10th up on Andersson as well in the middle sector, sideways. Oh, you can see him grimacing as he's got that little bit too over-rotated in the middle of the corner. Drives to the line. Lost quite a lot there in the final sector, over 3 tenths to Andersson, and she remains top of the order.
Yeah, 36.851 for Gustav Bergström. You called it perfectly, Hal. Just got it a little too wide in that racing line on the final corner. The PWR team are in top position with Clara Andersson, and it's their top driver up next, Niklas Gronholm.
Can't wait to race here in Spa, going through a Rouge, coming down the hill, onto the nice gravel section in the end with a big jump, all those sort of actions, so can't wait.
Well, Niklas Gronholm only finished in 5th position after picking up penalties in the final here yesterday. He's got a win against his name for this season. That was in Montenegro back in September. But Clara Anderson is at the top of the table, and Niklas Gronholm has equal pace to Anderson in this brand new PWR RX 1E car. This man has won 7 FIA World Rallycross races in his career to date. And when he brings his A game to the track, we know Niklas Gronholm is one of the most exciting and fastest drivers in the game. Gronholm looking to beat his teammate Clara Anderson. The target time is 36.687 seconds for just 1 lap.
All the experience of yesterday's running means that the starts are absolutely dialed as they launch these 4-wheel drive machines into the first corner. Nice slide through turn 1, not too much oversteer on the exit for Niklas Gronholm. He's got a couple of attempts quicker than his teammate did in that opening portion of the lap. Gets a bit sideways on the exit of the hairpin at Radion, but won't have lost too much there. What's the middle sector looking like? He's gone 3 attempts quicker than Clara did, almost. In that middle sector, neat and tidy through the gravel. Oh, a bit of oversteer. It's really rutting up there towards the end. I think this is going to go quicker.
Oh, he's missed it. Look at that. 100th. 0.012. Oh no, Gronholm is there. He's the split time that was slower, but he still holds on. My apologies. And he goes top of the table. Gronholm 36.194. The construction equipment dealer team in positions 1 and 2. Gronholm is at the top of the table. Anderson second. Bergström is third. Timmy Hansen is next up.
Spa is a legendary racetrack. Getting those lines right in the final corner with the gravel on the inside is not easy, but we've got 1 shot to do it, and this is it.
Well, Timmy Hansen's had no luck at all in the past 2 rounds of the championship. Pushed off on the hairpin turn here yesterday, managed to scramble a 4th position out of that. Similar story in Montenegro in Portugal, where he was 4th in round 5. We know Timmy Hansen has the pace, the 2019 FIA World Rallycross champion. For many, it's just a matter of time before he climbs to the top step of the podium. But just 3 podiums from 6 races. Timmy Hansen really does need a big result today to keep his championship hopes alive. Timmy knows it, his fans know it. Let's see if he can start his day with a solid time here in the SuperPole. 36.194 is the fastest so far, set by the flying Finn, Niklas Gronholm.
Peugeot 208 has been very good off the line so far this season, but no one was better than Niklas Gronholm yesterday, were they? Timmy Hansen consistently good off the line in the previous round. You can hear the cars rumbling off that curb through Eau Rouge. You see the Formula 1 cars using all of that curb as well. Nice, neat and tidy there for Timmy through the hairpin. He's quickest so far in the first sector, neat and tidy right to the apex, then runs the car wide through the right-hander, now into the gravel section. He's quicker again in the middle sector. We ride on board of him. He looks nice, neat and tidy compared to the drivers that gone before him.
Clock stops at 35.735. We have a new leader, and it's Timmy Hansen, showing better pace than Gronholm, now dropping into runner-up position. Anderson third, Bergström and René Munich with 3 still to go. Superb piece of driving from Timmy Hansen, and lowering the target time by over 0.2 of a second, 35.735, with Ollie Christian Veiby up next.
The arena is fantastic and a huge place for motorsport, so it's cool to come here with the rallycross cars. And new track for me, so it will be exciting, and I can't wait to try it.
4 podiums from 6 races for the Norwegian driver, but as he just said in that little VT clip, this is a brand new track for him. But what dogged his day here yesterday were all the technical issues with the Volkswagen RX-1E car. Connector problems to the battery was how Veiby described it. There is no question this guy has got some serious pace, but he's got to have the car working with him, not against, if Veiby is to get back to his podium performance ways. The 26-year-old Norwegian is chasing Timmy Hansen, who sets the target time at 35.735 for the one-lap challenge.
Timmy Hansen went purple on the timing screen up here in the commentary box in every single sector. That means he did the ultimate best of everybody so far in each of the 3 portions of the lap, and that means that OC Veiby needs to be quicker either significantly in one of the sectors or consistently across. You can see in the graphic he's slower by a couple of attempts in the opening split. Now the graphic is showing you the individual sector times. So he's gone quicker than Timmy Hansen in the second sector, but I don't think he's as quick overall. No, he isn't. All about this final corner. Can he go drive the Volkswagen over the jump to the line to the quickest time?
And Veiby goes into second position, 35.917 seconds. A little punch to the air there from Timmy Hansen. Veiby's almost starting from scratch after a nightmare day here yesterday, only finishing 8th position 24 hours ago. That's a much better start to Ollie Christian Veiby's 7th round of the championship. Timmy Hansen leads, and his younger brother, Kevin Hansen, is next to race.
The Spa track here is fantastic. It's such an atmosphere around with the grandstands atmosphere-ing the track, and you can see all of the action and a fantastic joker lap as well.
Kevin Hansen comes into this 7th round of the season with 3 runner-up positions against his name, and that takes him to 2nd position in the championship standings. He knows better than anybody he's 33 points adrift from the championship leader, Johan Kristoffersson. He also knows that the Hansen World RX team have finally got these Peugeots with the pace that they have been looking for. His older brother, Timmy Hansen, leads. There is no sibling rivalry, there is no sibling team decisions. They are happy for either of each other to go to the top of the table. So here we go with Kevin Hansen looking to beat his older brother's time of 35.735. Don't forget, Kevin Hansen was 2nd in the race here 24 hours ago.
Timmy Hansen, the other Hansen brother, set a pretty stellar time a couple of cars ago. Oh, Kevin gets a bit of oversteer on the exit of the first corner, but gets back to the apex in Eau Rouge. This is where it all kicked off yesterday. Froze the Peugeot 208 RX-1E. Maybe lost a fraction there. He's a couple of attempts down on his brother in the opening sector. Through the right hand, a bit of understeer, doesn't get sideways at all on the exit. Now he's going to get the rotation done nice and early. He ran very wide here in practice as well.
Kevin Hansen takes the checkered flag. Let's watch the time, 36.046 seconds, just over 3/10 off the pace of his older brother. Kevin Hansen goes into 3rd position. Timmy Hansen still sets the pace and the target time with 1 driver left to challenge. But it's the driver that has won 5 out of 6 races so far this season. It is the driver that tops the championship standings on 111 points. Next to take to the track, it's Johan Kristoffersson.
It's a track which you need to be very precise and exact. It's very short lap, only 4 corners. You need to be very, very precise, make no mistakes, and it's always ultra tight on the times.
Well, as we go past the halfway point of the season, I think it's fair to say Johan Kristoffersson is well on his way to a 5th FIA World Rallycross Championship, a record-breaking 32nd career win here 24 hours ago. The confidence of Kristoffersson, not only the driver but also the team behind him, is at an all-time high. Kristoffersson knows that every driver out there is trying to hunt him down, and the target right now in SuperPole is to better the time of Timmy Hansen. It's a 35.735 he's looking to go under, and Kristoffersson is in sensational form in the Volkswagen RX1E. Let's see if he can beat Timmy Hansen once again and choose where he starts as we go into the heat rounds later this morning.
Anyone can beat Timmy Hansen's time, it's going to be this man, Johan Kristoffersson. Our reporter Luke James has sent me a WhatsApp saying that Johan said wow when he saw Timmy's time earlier on in this session. Shadowy now, isn't it, where the sun isn't shining on Radion, and Kristoffersson is not quicker than Timmy Hansen. Doesn't get a great exit from the hairpin at Radion either. Is he going to go nice, neat and tidy through the right-hander? Yes, he is. Of course he is. Doesn't get too much oversteer on the exit. He's going to throw the Volkswagen into this very long, very slippery final corner. I think he's lost a little bit there as well. Is this going to be enough?
Watch that clock. It stops at 35.613. Can you believe it? Kristoffersson has done it again, getting ahead of his great rival Timmy Hansen by 0.122 of a second. So close in the SuperPole yet again. Veiby will be delighted to have taken 3rd position, but the headline of this morning's action is Johan Kristoffersson has done it again, taking top position in SuperPole, giving himself the choice of how he goes into the heat rounds. Let's go down to Ben and hear what Johan Kristoffersson has to say about that performance. Most impressive, to say the least.
Johan, congratulations. That is fastest, but was it the ideal lap for you? You lost a couple of tenths to Timmy in the first couple of sections.
Yeah, I did. I think I lost a bit in sector 1. I didn't nail the first corner, and yeah, then it's only 3 corners to make it up. So yeah, it wasn't easy, but yeah, I managed to have a very good last sector. So very happy with that. And we've been working very hard since yesterday, and maybe that's not best for lap time, but hopefully it can be a little bit better start. So yeah, we will soon know if the result is good or bad, but let's see. Anyway, I will choose pole in heat 2 again.
All right, have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, it's the same tactical plan from Johan Kristoffersson as it was 24 hours ago, taking pole position in Heat 2. Here's the confirmation of the SuperPole results. Johan Kristoffersson again at the top of the table, 0.122 of a second ahead of Timmy Hansen. Veiby back to form into 3rd position. Kevin Hansen 4th, then Gronholm and Clara Anderson 5 and 6. Bergström and René Munich just 2.7 seconds off the pace in a 35-second race. Not too bad at all for the German driver, but it's Kristoffersson at the top of the table once again.
Quelle surprise, eh? Kristoffersson, once again, the fastest man. Even when it doesn't look like it's going so well for him, somehow he pulls it out the bag. I hope you've enjoyed our SuperPole session. If you want to see these cars side by side battling it out throughout the day, make sure you sign up to RX Plus. Download the app or get onto our website and you can follow everything with 11 o'clock local time, the first heat for World RX and the continuation of RX2E and Euro RX1, because we will have their finals as well today. The final round of Euro RX1 and of course the penultimate round of RX2E. Round 7 of World RX will conclude here today. Will it once again be Johan Kristoffersson? Well, we'll find out at the end of the day. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.
The FIA World Rallycross app enables you, the fans, to watch RX Plus anytime and anywhere as we enter a new electric era for the sport. Registered RX subscribers can sign in with their account details and watch hundreds of hours of exclusive World RX action live or on demand in amazing HD quality. With simple navigation, users can catch up with all the latest news, follow the race results, check the championship standings, and enjoy free video clips.